A quick stab. Not loving it, but we'll see what happens. Um, let me see. Actually, I'm trying to take it off at break even again. Not loving it. Nope, got stopped out. I don't think it's ready yet. So I'll try and get out of break even. So down a little bit from the day, like 0.25 R or whatever. Well, that was the move I'm looking for. Um, Gotta wait still. I don't wait until volatility subsides a tad bit. Good push by the buyers, which is good. Keep pushing. Want them to keep pushing. Keep pushing. A lot of selling just came in. Hmm. For the most part, from this point on, we're going to be having fake highs, meaning buyers are not really buying it up all that much. It looks like. So you want to be looking at if they create any additional fake highs, you want to be, see the price action, see other stuff that you're looking at to see if this um is good for you, right? To take a counter trend. Another scalpy day. I did very well yesterday, Rye. Uh, very well, actually. It was most of it was pre-market. Bonds making your lower lows. Dollar index not going anywhere. Not doing anything. What I want the buyers to do one big push, right? So this new higher high, I'm pretty sure they're going to take right now. So don't get fooled by that sell. In my opinion, is that we're going to come back up, walk it back up like they did, and that's a lot of selling, and take a higher high maybe. Or not. I guess that was it. 54.50 could be a good short. If we can get up there. Rye, I didn't really trade pre-market. I traded one Rye and I basically broke even. It wasn't anything actually. So yeah, I didn't really make that much off pre-market. And I'm currently down like a quarter R. All right, I guess this move is real. They're not going to make a higher high. So the question is, how are we going to get in? Or just miss it completely. Yeah, I missed it. So if could be it. It's probably fuck. I really thought they were gonna make a higher high before this happens. Completely missed it. My bad, guys. I mean, if you were listening to me and you were waiting for the higher high to take that short, my bad. They were like 2 ticks away. I really thought they were gonna just steal it. Well, um, Crude is really flirting with their, with their lower end of the week's range, but not really gonna come out well for them, in my opinion. Gold has really came up to a point where I wouldn't buy anymore until it pulls back. It's a great back and fill so far. So we'll see what happens. Yes, obviously, it's not. This is not an area. Even though if we can pop up, it's not really an area I want to participate in the long side. I missed my chance to the short side, so I'm okay with just leaving it and moving on with life. Soy's continuing to the downside. I think corn did a great back and fill, but there could be a little bit more to the downside as well. Same thing with soybean soybean oil is in an interesting spot right now. Um, NQ's right up there at its daily level. Um, Cosmo, watch out for that 96 in NQ. We're not there yet. We basically touched the bottom of that triangle. If you look at it, but we're keep on watching that level. There's nothing that says that NES can't come and break further higher. Okay, so don't take this as you missed a short and you're just trying to actively short this. Pick your spots well. Um, just pick your spots well, guys. Did you guys hear that, by the way?
No, unfortunately not. Did you burp or something?
No, I was opening my can or my soda can, and I thought you guys would think, oh, Numbers is here. Because that's his calling card.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have another fucking can to open for you guys. Oh,
Next time it's it's the filter on your Discord. The
is it
voice
real?
filter. Yeah, you just turn that off and then we'll hear it.
Well, I have a professional mic too, so it probably filters that shit.
Oh, sure, yeah. Do you have the spit guard in front of it too?
I used to, and that was the one in LA. This one is a little bit more expensive. There's no spit guard.
Yeah, spit guards are for wankers anyway, let's be honest.
Yeah, it came with it. I never used it though. I think it was a weird thing. Yeah. It's like I'm not really rapping into it, or like
it's just like just the P's and T's,
Oh, is that what it's for?
Yeah, this doesn't pop as hard. Like the pop guard, like what Redpie said. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. That was like when I was like really in the room with Fat Cat. This is like way back, when his own room. Oh shit, I'm fucking short. I don't really know if I love this. I want to take it off actually. All right, I'm out. Oh shit, that was a tick winner. It's just getting a little bit more volatile here. Not sure if I love it. I want it. When you enter into a counter trend, you typically want it to slow down, right? You want people to kind of give up whatever side you're playing against. When it's moving like this, rapidly, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's like within, I don't know, 2 seconds, you're moving like 2 points, right? 1.5 points. It's too much right now. I'd much rather have it settle, get a shittier price, let it settle, and then get in. So I'm showing that it's starting to settle a little bit, which is good. I mean, you guys can see that now. So if you want to take a short, here's your chance. Fuck! I missed it again. For fuck's sakes, man. That was a quick fucking miss. I'm gonna try 5250. I'm in at 5250 exactly, and I'm gonna mitigate risk up at let's say at 49 even. All right, risk mitigated, and it's a free trade. That was a really amazing call. It's at 5250. Fucking pullback high was at 5250, but that doesn't mean I can't. See where this goes now. I'm thinking about there. That guy is. See? Yeah. God damn it. I try to do that numbers with my own, and then I was like, "Did you guys hear that?" And like, no. I guess I didn't transmit through the mic. I was like, "Oh, I was trying to do numbers calling card," but yeah. I'm just gonna leave my stop loss there and just see what happens. I honestly feel like we're overbaked for the day anyway. So me getting into that position is fairly good. It's a pretty good entry for me. So I'll just kind of just roll dice and see what happens. We failed to get up higher multiple times, so I'll just see what happens. And my take profit, it's gonna be at fuck, I don't know. It's a good move down. Hmm. Yeah, my take profit is probably gonna be at that swing low, 40.75. Just one tick below that. Man, it's okay. 40.75. If we can get down there. Yeah, I'll be happy with that. All right, I'm gonna grab a quick breather. I'm back.
Yeah, there's nothing more sexy than a woman with her tight leg coverings on. Pasta strainers? Is that what you're...
got stopped out. There goes that higher high. Imbalance to the high. Fake highs, sorry. Fake highs, not imbalance. Fake highs. NQ has gone to its swing target number. We're really close to that 65.25, so I don't know if I want to wait until that 65.25 before I take a short. Probably just monitor it. Oh my god, that's gross numbers. Leave it to American white women to do shit like that.
You don't remember this trend from the early 2010s?
No. That's gross.
The good old days of Vine.
I bet you she sucks a mean lollipop. Or snorts a mean lollipop.
Yeah, I was about to say mean line.
Yeah. You slow down significantly as far as volatility goes. Not seeing a lot of sway one way or another. I might just wait for another hour before I take anything. How many trades I take? Two, three or four trades? I don't remember. April 7th, I might not be here. Probably gonna go rugby 7.
That's a while away. 3 weeks.
Yeah, but you gotta buy tickets now. You know, I don't know if anyone's been to rugby 7, but I'm gonna buy a costume and get drunk. I'm pre-gaming right now for April 7th.
You're preparing your liver.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I've been preparing it for 20-something years. Rugby 7 is just a smaller version of rugby, so less players, 7 players, and it's a little bit more fast-paced game, I believe. I'm not a rugby fan or anything, so I don't really know too much about it. But at least in Hong Kong, it's mainly like just people just dress up in costumes and just drink the shit out of everything.
So when you mean go to, that means like you're going to go to a bar or you're going to go to South Africa?
No, it's in Hong Kong, dude.
Is in Hong Kong?
Yeah, Rugby 7 is in Hong Kong.
Okay, cool.
And
Have a
of all
bar.
places, why would you say South Africa?
'Cause that's what Google told me. What the fuck? I don't know nothing. Google tells me everything.
They failed.
Except for how to trade. It's failing me. That's why they're never going to keep it up.
It's basically this, Harvey. And this. I mean, obviously, I'm voting for this. Uh, Try not to get in the way of this until you get a really big signal. I'd much rather wait until London closed. All right. Since it should be a downtime for everybody, list the amount of trades you've done. Thanks, Rye. I think Rye, you're fairly active, right? Did you really have 12 trades numbers?
Mhm. Yes, sir.
Dave, nice. Rye, good. JJ, good. Six is quite, I think, is a little bit on the high side on a day like this. Like, let's just say, I mean, unless you all six of them or four or five of them were all short side, you know, because let's just say you got long, you should just be holding it, right? So that's what I mean by quite a bit or fairly active. You know, like Bayman is fairly active, which fucking won today. Not really proving my point, but thanks, Bayman, for making me look like a fool. Nice. I think Bayman just didn't finish typing. He typed one and then accidentally pressed enter. It's usually like 16 for him. Dude's like in the teens. He likes his he likes his trades like he likes his women, right? Above 15, below 18.
And with their daddy's consent.
Yeah. It was a little against the trend daddy issues. That's fine. I mean, right, I think it's fine to count re-entries or break evens. Like if I counted break evens, probably closer to like one. One or two. So because I only took one full stop out. The other one was first one was a winner. The other two are break evens. So trends are made to be broken. Is that what you tell them? But you don't use the word trend. For the most part, everyone, you know, didn't overtrade. That's good. My purpose of asking is just to make sure that no one's overtrading. Specifically, like a day like today, and it's no reason to overtrade. Wait. What are you showing us? Trend breaker? Oh, God. I was looking at the water first, Harvey. I was like, is that because I've been watching a lot of alligator clips for some reason, and I thought there was an alligator in there. Then I saw it.
I had that name a long time ago.
Shut up! Really?
Way before I started trading. Way before.
So what did it refer to? Like literally just trend breaker, or
Just different
was it?
business. Different
Oh, I
business.
see. That's really cool though, trend breaker. So numbers, what are you going to name your boat? Volatility contraction? Or contraction? Oh, just contraction. That'll be good.
Probably,
Or just go, just type PSSST. As in each time you fucking open up your can.
I have a better name.
What is it?
Risky's Dream.
Oh, god damn it. Actually, technically, it was Harvey's dream. Technically. He's the one who wanted it. I'm gonna name mine Only Ticks.
Should be only points, not only ticks.
I'm trying
No,
to
John's
decide.
is what is that shit he uses? Nope. Nope. Oh,
Yeah.
that's what his should be.
When it initially released a couple of years ago, a year and a half, 2 years ago, I looked into it.
What? Nope.
Yeah, it's been around
Really?
a while. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
Quote unquote, the person that quote unquote created it, Lily, this is back to 2020, 2021. I've played around with it. Yeah. I'll give the benefit. Well, actually, no, this is not giving me the benefit of the doubt. It's reasonably cheap repackaged data. It's no different in some regards. It's a different visualization of what's offered on Cheddarflow or something else with a slightly different application. The retail options platforms that are $100 a month or so. Because realistically, if with the complexity of analysis that they claim, they don't have the data, they don't have the infrastructure to actually compute what they are claiming.
So you think they're lying? Or
I'm
they're
not
just-
saying they're lying, but they present it as an inherently more complex approach to evaluating directionality of markets. And in all candor, all it's really tracking predominantly is the volume and delta at specific prices. And if you see an increase in volume and delta in the options flow, then you're going to quote unquote have an indicator. But it's the same premise as VIX.
Mhm.
If you were going, it almost tracks price. The correlation is 98% to that of price. So you see a chart, which they have on their website of, oh my gosh, it tracks price nearly 1-for-1. No shit. Because delta hedging in Gamma, Vana, Charm, all the flows are directly affected as the price, as SPY or SPX price changes. If it
I
adds
actually don't
additional
know too much about them.
If it assists with providing somebody additional confirmation for a trade, that's great. I don't have an issue with that, but by no means is it quote unquote holy grail. All it is repackaged, reasonably rudimentary options flow that could be extrapolated from IBKR or Thinkorswim's options chain. If you connect to it and then evaluate the actual orders executed, when in fact, to do the quote unquote complexity of analysis that many assume is being executed would be tens of thousands of dollars a month.
I mean, who do they think they are? I mean, unless they're using level 3 data, then nothing.
They use level 6.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
They actually contacted Risky, and Risky gave them a connection to
level 3.
His OTC broker. So they have access to the OTC flows.
I actually talked to one of my friends in regards to this. Now he's one of the higher ups at CQG, the actual platform, and he goes, "No, it's just fucking time and sales." He goes, "There's no fucking such thing as that." He goes, "They would have to be sitting there, and I guess the only way you can get level 3, if you want to call it level 3, yeah." And he goes, "You would need to know everything, and you would have to know it, maybe in his eyes, right? This is his definition of level 3 is, milliseconds before everyone else knows, which you wouldn't be able to share that shit."
Yep.
And I was like, I don't. And he went off on it. I was like, oh, okay. Well, I was just asking.
How about this? Want to share it? Well, why would you want to share it?
It's not useful for anyone besides a market maker.
Yeah, if you don't act on it right away,
like, why would you want to share that inside? It's almost inside information, right? It's borderline.
Not inside, but it gives you such an edge that you don't want to. If you can, execute quick though. By the time you share it, it's
a fucking month.
Yeah,
but $1,000 a month, maybe $2,000 a month.
Oh, for level 3, you're going to need at least $400,000 to $500,000 in infrastructure costs alone to be able to facilitate it. Realistically,
you're selling it for $100 a month. That's
you're absolutely right.
Realistically, the infrastructure cost associated with it is going to be $5 to $10 million a month to actually be able to leverage said data. Since most of the firms competing with that are going to be Citadel, Susquehanna, Two Sigma, or any of the other market makers, where they are looking at nanoseconds of latency. And if you can't compete on nanoseconds of latency to use quote unquote level 3 data and market make, it's not a game to be played.
Like what's the rent on a office space next to CME or like, you know what I mean? So you can get that fast as shit. And then you're talking about just even the equipment be able to gather the data, right? And the rent alone on that would be a staggering number, probably be that close to the exchange.
It's predominantly that's actually a nearly negligible component of the cost. It's the maintenance of,
like compared to this room, that's like a 2 years salary kind of fucking. I know, I get you. I get what you're saying. Yeah. It's only $40,000 a month to rent that fucking 1,000 square feet at the, but that's a lot of money to a lot of people.
Oh no, that 40,000 is that's going to be the cost of a server rack per month.
Yeah, right. And then the power drain on that. That's like mining those fucking bitcoins. It's not even worth it almost. The amount of draw that it takes.
Since when I have a co-located server, which is only one rack, That is $3,000 a month, and you usually have 8 to 12 racks in a server. So the fact that that's a discounted price for $2,000 a month, and that's not even premium hardware. Most of them have numerous racks set up, numerous servers set up. And when you're looking at 40,000, depends on how extreme you're going. Because the cost of an individual server, depending on the hardware you're running in, that's going to be $200,000 to $300,000 for one, and then the $40,000 to $50,000 per month. No, it's yeah. It's amusingly, I was 8-9 months ago. I thought I was going to be going into cloud computing, and then that didn't come through. Okay, if you want to have some fun, if you're doing a fair bit with deep learning and everything needs to be running locally on said server, the very high end of the spectrum, you could be looking at 800,000 or 900,000 per server, and then the 40,000, 50,000 a month per rack. For the space alone. For context, if you're doing anything with
Sorry, numbers. The market's actually going to do something.
okay.
Carry on. I'm just trying to point it out.
Yeah. No, interrupt me at any given time. But you would fit 4 to 6 of these into one cluster, and many of them are running numerous clusters. So this is the initial cost of only the servers, not even building the infrastructure. And this is a minimal cost compared to the maintenance of nanosecond latency. It is truly cost prohibitive. That's why they quote unquote, oh, I have level 3 data. And you have $5 to $10 million of excess capital per month for network.
Right. And then think about the, let's just do the 1% of your account. And that's just in your computer. Just so you can start trading.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like it's like deepest motherfucker. That's the deep pockets of the deep. Oh, there it goes. Fuck.
Good day, people. How's everybody doing?
I'm alive. How about you?
Bad Risky, how's it going?
Good.
Some Russell on you?
I went long Russell this morning on the thesis of banks were basically oversold to fucking Kingdom Come, and so was everything was pretty much oversold, and there was reasons for people to cover. So I just bought. It was pretty good buying in Europe in the open, so I was just like whatever. It makes sense to go along here from the perspective of that, and then just held on until there were decent selling, and then let go of it. Besides that, not much has been traded.
hope somebody grabbed that.
That's pretty decent for a scalp. But let's see where it goes. How's the system working, Numbers? Now that it's in play,
It's a shit show.
it's a shit show.
Yeah.
It's not
Really?
working?
I know it is. However, the issue is the parameters aren't matching 1-to-1. So about 50% of the trades being taken are matching what is supposed to occur, and then another 50% roughly are not matching where they should be taken, and therefore we're reevaluating.
That sounds a bit fucked.
Whatever. It's part of the
I
process.
mean, I guess. I mean, I haven't done it anything like that before, so where I run it automatically, and I'm just assuming the system should work. But holy shit! Okay, I'm gonna close mine here. Fuck that. That was a nice scalp.
These. Oh, fuck. If everybody was listening.
Yeah, I listened.
You weren't, you just missed it. You came in just like 10 seconds after I said that.
I mean, I was short based on my own signal, but once I'm in a trade, it doesn't really matter.
Pretty good. Short from 66. But still buy the dip, pussies.
Yeah, I'm flat, so I'm not partaking anymore. Doesn't matter where it goes. The RR was there, and it literally touched the other side of that zone at 57, and there was a decent influx of absorption there. It could go lower, but I don't want to take the risks. I prefer to pocket the money and just leave.
Let's still buy the dip, pussies.
I mean, it could rip through here, but
I didn't say which dip. Just
I mean, I guess you could buy the dip and puts. I mean, that also works. It's the same thing as going short. But you're buying the dip. That worked out fine. Yeah, it did.
take that as a no.
That it's going to rip further?
Oh, that everybody's so quiet.
No. But people are fucking screwed over. Oh.
They don't want to hear it. Shh.
Why not?
I don't know. They're all sensitive. Shh.
Okay. I guess.
I'll just do it in memes, baby. It's fine.
I guess.
Jazzer said it best the one time there. Yeah. A picture of the car burning out or whatever. That's like a perfectly back-tested system, and then you take it to the market. And, yeah.
I mean, the thing is, like, sure, there is definitely these systems which does not work, but like excessively shorting this run up is gonna be a pain in the ass.
Same thing as doing it on the it's the same trend, the same thing.
But the short at 66.50 was definitely there. Like there was decreasing volume. You had downtick. You had active market selling and passive selling, and almost no one that stepped up and market bought. So was definitely a scalp opportunity there. Like I said, I went flat at 58.25 for a reason.
Everybody's looking at the VIX. That wasn't the turning. As long as we stay below that 23.85, this is still buy the dip, pussy. But seeing as I have a hard time listening, hearing aids are all broken.
Yeah, I heard that. Zero, how's your day been?
And something. It's pretty fast today, that's for sure.
I mean,
Like that's not a good thing. I didn't say that's not a good thing for me.
I mean, I would not say that
fast.
it's necessarily fast, but it's moving for sure.
Okay, well then it's just fast, not fast.
Put it into perspective, like I don't think there's a lot of back and forth action that's really like conducive to take great positions. It's more of a kind of you get a good entry and then you just hold.
Well,
And in this case, it's just
it's a trend. I'm surprised it's given so many tasty pullbacks, to be honest with you.
It's given.
I'm surprised it has, because normally it won't even do that, right? You know what I mean? It'll give you a little bit and then keep going, and a little bit and then keep going.
I mean, it's given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 now pullbacks that you could have bought. I don't know if this one is going to pan out to go higher, but I think this one is going to pull back to VPOC to around 39.55 to 39.50 ish. I think that's more likely, but I'm not holding my breath. I'm not shorting this here. I'd rather wait it out. There's been good signals to short some. There's been good signals to buy.
Whoa.
Who died there? That sounded like someone like a cat that meowed with a very deep voice. Bayman, you're happy about the liquidity? I mean, like the perfect market where it's slippery, that's when like there's more opportunities. Generally speaking, you just have to adapt to your stops to it and be more precise with entries. And know that like have an expectancy of your trades that is short if the market is slippery, and cut them fast when they don't pan out. That's the only, like, that kind of environment is very good for people that have that mindset. Primarily, this is driven by like the yields. The 2 versus 10 year is up like today 67%. So it's back from almost being in the negative to almost being flat, which is what you want for the yield curve.
It's not really crazy, but that Boeing trade worked. Well,
Boeing?
still working. Yeah, Boeing
Boeing?
had a big order, Saudi Arabia, 100 planes or something.
Oh, okay. Yes. The only thing that I don't like for a market to be bullish, this kind of move that we saw in Saran and like the bonds, the 3-day move up that got rejected, and now we kind of are sloshing around in the previous region of support. It's not pretty if it breaks down again. I think they're honestly just waiting for the Fed to take a stance on whether they're rate hiking or not.
Oh, I got a thing. The rate hikes?
Yeah, but I think the banks are wrong. Banks are
Wrong?
calling. Yeah, the banks are wrong.
Got a thing here. Where is it?
The banks are saying that they're going to cease their, going to decrease their, like basically say no more hikes on rates or even cut it, which in my opinion is wrong.
Sorry,
Because
can you say that again? I wasn't.
the major banks are basically saying that the Fed needs to stop the rate hike and basically quit quantitative tightening for the reasons that it is a systemic risk to the markets. The only problem is that they introduced a new program that is systematically there to save banks that fuck up right now, which like it's BTFP. It's like some banking program, which basically translates to buy the fucking pullback, more or less. Which in this case, if it holds, then well, we're just gonna see like downtrend. But as long as you're long term invested in it, shouldn't matter. Yeah, I know. But the reason why the pricing of that happened is majority because of the move that happened in the bonds. Because it's not normal for 30-year bonds to move 3.4% or even 4.4% in some cases up in 3 days. It is not normal. It took 20 days for them to the down move, but it was deleted in 3 trading sessions. That is a short squeeze combined with people excessively buying. It's not sustainable considering the size of the bond market. Like if the ES or NQ moves 3 or 4% in 3 days, that's perfectly normal. But for bonds to move that much, there has to be something that's like seriously fucked up in the system.
Hi, bitch.
Like for example, the 2 years
Cosmo, I'm gonna
up 8.4.
have to send that out later. It's gonna take me because I'm not really focused on that right now. But
back to this fucking thing with the Valley. They had to liquidate a bunch of bonds that were not. They were good when they bought them, and they are not so good now when they're selling them. So there's other people buying these bonds at a discount, if you were.
You guys over at the Rosa Parks chat.
Still in the favor that the bank, like
Better.
Still in the favor that this will still work out, right? Like this is still going to work out. And now that they've bought these bonds at a superior price, it'll be fine too, right? Like eventually.
So let's say they bought them at the peak here, where they peaked on March 3rd. Then they would have bought them with a 4% yield. Provided current inflation, that would be still negative yield on those bonds. So it's still not profitable to buy them, even if you hold them to maturity. It is like, sure, you don't lose any money. So it's more of a certificate of deposit kind of thing, where they have to place their money somewhere, the banks, to have interest. Otherwise, they have to loan it out to get interest. Their business is doing that. To either place it in securities which have no apparent risk, but then you would place it in something like the 2-year bonds or the 3-month bonds. Well, not bonds, but the bills. Just buy T-bills, and then you just roll them over whenever you need to. You just participate in every single new auction that is there, and you'll still make a shitload of money. I don't see the reason for them to take the risk, but the people on SVB or Silicon Valley Bank, they're pretty stupid considering they bought 30-year bonds at a 1.5% yield, considering that they could have bought something like 3-month
that I have for you,
with
and
a
then
1% yield. It's not super.
send this
structured
our
in a
stream
way
right
that's
now.
sound, considering you have to account for.
I'm gonna shut off
Sure, you can
stream.
place maybe 10% at a higher duration, but you should never place that much into the long duration. They had way too much of their assets placed in long duration, which is the reason they failed.
And then I'm gonna shut off stream, and then I'll send out the NQ
They set it to
once it's done.
liquidate.
So I'll see you guys over at the Rosa Parks chat
They were waiting for the 30 years to pan out.
later.
They didn't have to do that, right? Like they didn't have to set it to maturity. I know they probably got a better deal. Probably got a better deal on, like you're saying, the yields are whatever percent. They probably got a better deal because they set it and said, look, we're not going to touch these. Right?
I mean, you don't, like, the agreement between like bonds doesn't work that way. By the way, Harvey, like they're market priced. Like it's only a accounting thing where they set them, like, okay, they set them aside so they can mark them to the full value, the face value of the bond, meaning the full value that you paid plus interest. That is what they mark them as in an accounting standard. That's why when they had to mark them at the price where the market is pricing them currently, they would take a 30% loss. And that is where the problem arises, because then being
you're talking about book value. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they, like the thing is they put them to book value, and when they are forced to put them to market, that means that it is the current price that matters, and that's where they own assets. They have the money, they just have them in illiquid assets. And when they are forced to liquidate assets that should be priced, because in 30 years they can pay their liabilities, but the people want the money now. And that's where the problem arises, because then they're forced to sell something that has a substantial lower value currently than at the end of the duration. That's why I don't get it. They're stupid for putting that much faith in owning such a large portion of their holdings in long duration bonds, because they're very sensitive to interest rates. And it's very greedy of them to do that. It's very greedy. That's what I don't understand, because I've looked at, like, for example, there's a reason why I bought Bank of America, even if there is a change in sentiment in the markets. There's a good chance that those stocks are going to bounce back, because it's a kind of an overreaction currently. Like, it's not normal for banks to collapse in on themselves. Like, Bank of America is down, what now, since the previous peak, like 22%. So, yeah, I don't think that it's really quite there yet. I looked at how they're holding their money, and they're not holding it in specifically the long duration. They're holding majority of their money in short duration bonds or tradable mortgage-backed securities, which in this case, okay. the Fed more or less said that they will stabilize that. They will use the coupon payments from bonds they get, the bond payments they get, that they're letting reach maturity. That's basically how they're rolling their balance sheet off, Harvey. They're never like actively selling them. They're just holding them on their books and collecting the payments and then letting those payments vanish into thin air, or using the payments in this case to boost the mortgage-backed securities because people are selling them because they're getting less of a yield than they should, compared to how if you would go and buy T-bills for 3-month duration, which is absolutely sure you will get your full money back in 3 months, which is a very short duration. It's just stupid. Like from a theoretical perspective, from a practical perspective, from every fucking perspective, it's just stupid. Anywho, like you said, it's just a buy the dip mentality here, so don't fight this too hard.
I hope everybody was listening twice now.
It's more than that. But like in the grander scheme of things, I think Cyril's right that the banks and stuff like that is going to be punished in the long run. I just don't think currently in the short run there's going to be much more pain. I think the European banks are going to be punished because they have severely outperformed everything else. Like, very severely. While US banks has not done that. Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys flip flop around here and smash the markets up. Have a good one and good luck.
Easy.
All right. I just got back. He doesn't like talking to me, I guess.
Yeah, exactly, man. Yeah, exactly. Fuck, did anybody buy that dip like I told you to? No? Okay, that's fine.
I bought the dip to Uncle Harvey.
Good job, buddy.
We're re-added at the dip.
What dip are you talking about? To
Re-dip.
F53?
Uncle Harvey said, buy the dip. You can't go wrong.
No, see, look at pussy. We had that short at 66 too.
So what was the talk about?
Oh, mama.
Okay, cool. How was you doing?
Oh, she makes the best. It's the best pasta primavera there is. Let's say something else, but you want to. Ooh. So, 10 minutes to go here, eh?
Could happen now.
What's that? Pardon?
It could happen now.
That's weird.
Why is it weird?
Well, the New York session's starting at 10:30. Oh, the time change. Gotta be fucking shitting me. That stupid time change fucked up your indicator. That's so fucked.
My indicator?
Yes.
Which indicator?
One that does the sessions or whatever.
Did it?
Yeah, it's completely. Well, I gotta restart it, but I mean, I think it's completely fucked it up. Shouldn't, because the chart should feed it the data, right, or whatever. So it shouldn't really fuck it up.
Delayed by an hour.
Yeah,
Is it really delayed? Let me check why. Shouldn't be delayed.
what's
Because
time
wait a sec.
change?
The
time
London
change.
session?
The
all of
RTH
them.
trading is right, but the market sessions is delayed by an hour.
And London's gonna close an hour later. as per the indicator.
Oh.
So-
Let me look into the code as to why. I mean, it should just go by the charts. I don't know why it would do it.
And then the session is wide, man.
I'll look into it later.
What do you make of that? London's gonna
What?
want to sell off at this?
Yeah, I mean,
Sure.
if they want to reverse, it's going to be here, right? So, just going to see what it does. Oh, I might get stopped out right here. Looks like I am. It's okay if I do. Yep, stopped out. Wait for things to settle and take one more stab, and that will be it for the day.
Be one of those 30 fucking things.
The what?
2:30 Easterns. Know what I mean?
I don't. No, I don't. What
Afternoon
do you mean?
trade, like it's like a power hour
Oh.
trade or whatever, like
Oh,
2:30.
okay. Yeah, could be.
It might be one of those, like, you know what I mean? It's just gonna want to trend like a fucking douchebag and then do what it wants. I see it's got lots of room here to get to 4,000. To be honest, right? To take back part of this bullshit that it threw down. I don't see it. I didn't say that it's going to 4,000. I'm just saying there's lots of room for the banks to buy up this discount. Look at Microsoft Go. Oh, Microsoft Go.
I don't know, Harvey. I really don't know if we can get to 4,000.
Don't know what, sorry?
You said it might get to 4,000. I don't know.
Well, no, I said there's lots of room to get to 4,000. Once we breach this, get on it, 78 or something like that. Once we breach that, actually, this 71, right where we're at, is kind of interesting. 78, 71, anywhere in here could either reverse or just say, oh, good to go. No, thank you for the wise insight, almighty.
You said it.
Just saying, I just draw the lines, motherfucker. I don't make this shit up. I just draw the lines.
I'll wait my turn.
And I've got a hard pivot here at, or a hard line here in a couple other products that are going to tell the tale.
Hey, seriously, what was Rusty talking about? I actually didn't hear it. I just heard him say something like, it sounded like he's talking about SVB.
Sounded like what?
He was talking about SVB.
I kind of how the we're just there in the yields and that, right?
Oh, okay.
It's just I thought that it was for management on their side for trying to take those long bonds to maturity, That's all I see was wrong. And then they, I guess, you know what I mean? They were in denial the whole time, just like any trader. And finally, it got to the point where they're like, well, fuck, we're going to have to do something here. So they tried to sell them. Then, in my opinion, a bunch of other banks obviously bought them up at a discount.
Yeah.
Hence the bonds are moving
Passing it
up.
on.
Yeah, well, yeah. Like somebody, what are they? Can't just throw them away. Right? Somebody had
Yeah.
to buy them, and then they had to set. So to what do they call that? To make it worse than it is, they probably had to reduce the price. You know what I mean? They
Yeah,
weren't
it's
going on like say
liquidated.
spot value or whatever. They had to reduce probably because everybody else was like, well, why the fuck will we buy those? Like, oh, well, I guess we can give them to you for less, right? So we can get rid of them. We can cover costs. I'm just assuming this, right? Like I'm speculating. Just as in when they bought them, like why would they buy 30-year? They didn't have to, because government probably gave them a deal on them. Let's just say they bought them at 1%. They said, we'll give you 1% on, say, 10-year yields or bonds. If you take those 30-year, we'll give you, like, say, 0.5 or something, whatever, right? Like it's a disc. So they were like, oh, that's intriguing. We'll take those at this, you know what I mean? That'll actually, then it was book value. Like what's the fucking shit worth exactly right now? They were, in what I've read or seen was that they were constantly battling it was just an accounting thing, right? And then it caught up to them. So like you could write it down as like it's doing really well, but in reality, the book value is continually going down where their projections were constantly going up. So they had that margin was just, or that spread was widening the whole time, right?
Could be.
That's my take.
I'm not 100% sure on. Yeah, I mean,
I'm a speculator, so I just
my assumption is that them going to bonds was not a smart move, obviously. And that's not hindsight. That's something that I've been preaching for a while. But the whole, I fault them for not fucking knowing actual economics and not knowing what QT entails or cycles of economics. Like most people knew about it already. They just didn't know when. Like you can know the market's going to go up or down. You just need to time it correctly.
Think about this. What business were they in? Okay?
Tech.
Right, but the speculation on new tech product. Okay, so what have we had a drought in ever since what? The internet or Bitcoin?
Wait, say that again?
What have we had a drought in? What's the newest tech other than the fucking AI shit that came a little too late for them?
Bitcoin.
You see what I'm getting at? How long has that been? So, like, their plan is good. AI came, it just came a little too late. Get what I'm trying to say? So they're going to be they would be, if they were still in business, investing huge into AI and AI startups. Okay?
They have been already. That's one.
Right.
And two, none of that's going to save them.
Oh, but it's too little, too late. Yeah, exactly.
Even if they were I'm stopped out. Even if they're invested in OpenAI and Microsoft bought them, that's a payday, but that's not going to cover you for the million other shit that you lost.
Well, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Too little, too late. So if something happened between Bitcoin and now, it would have been fine. You get what I'm trying to say? Just that nothing tech has really happened in the last little bit. Them to actually kind of really capitalize, other than fucking mortgages or whatever.
Yeah. Letting close. So let's see what this does.
Again, I'm just speculating. I don't know anything.
There should be another push up. Not breaking new highs necessarily, but this shouldn't just fall, in my
It
opinion.
was a pretty good projection sell off there at 1126. Looking wiki woo there.
It's slowing. Should slow down though. ATR is fairly low. We could build a new high, but I'm not entirely sure it will. Throughout the whole day, it just didn't feel like there was a lot. I mean, after the initial craze, not a lot of buying or selling, like not a lot of forceful shit.
Fuck. I think it's gonna do it. It might.
Seeing a crazy lot.
Shit, it's gonna happen fast. Not gonna
Yeah, I
give you a
think so
chance.
too.
Sorry, guys.
But I don't want to get in early either, though.
Well, that's yeah. Sorry.
Well,
It
sorry
was
for what?
there, but it was like so fucking not cool. That 70 there,
Yeah, that's what I was looking
so
at.
not cool. Oh, you dirty little.
Dirty little slut.
I got one here. Where is it? It's funny. If anybody
I'm
has
looking at-
beats, they'll think it's
I'm
funny.
looking at 70-50 possibly, but this doesn't. Oh my god, it rejected it quick. Still looking at 70-50 right now. I'm not going to pull it until later. And then stops above the high. I'm in. Taking slightly less than 1 R risk. Mitigating risk at 68.25 if we can get there. Whoa.
I don't like it, man.
Mm. One more tick down.
Close.
Yep. One tick down. I like it. I'll bring everything to break even though, so that even if the risk mitigation doesn't get there, it's a break even trade. If I get the risk mitigation, I will bring it back up to the high of the day to. Oh, not filled. Not filled. Now I'm filled. All right. Back to the high of the day or one tick above. So risk free trade. Looking for 90. Oh shit. I'm just gonna have an alert at 66.75. I know it's gonna run past it. It's not a level, guys. It's just that's where I'll start watching. All right, alert hit, and now I'm gonna start watching to see for the pullback. So, see, there goes the pullback right there. Now the question is, where is it gonna pull back to?
I'm gonna pull back to a higher high. Buy the dip, pussies.
Sir.
Ah.
Well, you can if you. I'm so short. I'm just watching to see what this does. I mean, if it comes back something at the height of the day, I'm cool with that. I mean, I would have to build a new high, but I'm okay with that.
Or did you say that I'd have to build a new plan?
No, I said I'm okay with that. If it builds a new high, like a higher high, but I'm okay with that.
Well, it may not get. I don't know. This is tough, man.
Um, Adding to the short leash. It's going to be less than 1 point. Uh, Stop loss. But I'll actually let's make it a point in a little bit. And take profit. It's going to be 67.50 for this added contract just to see what happens. But I might have stopped out. Stopped out. Why is it a phantom fucking? I'm so sure that previous contract. That was a half size contract, man. All right. So 15. I'm adding right now to it at where did I get at? 1 second. 5. Gonna de-risk. This is a full add. De-risk at 69. I added at 70.50. So full D or risk mitigation at 69, which it tapped but did not fill me. Filled. Hello, fill me. Oh my god, it didn't fill me. Oh, that sucks. Still short that original, so I didn't get filled. I thought I got filled. That was my fault. I thought I got filled on that ad, that full size ad. That 70.50 would have been great, but I guess it didn't fill me. But anyways, still short. Half size at 70.50. Original short. So having said that, target will be $65.75. That's a little bit high. 1 second.
I was gonna say.
Oh. Yeah, that fucking ad, dude. Jesus Christ! If I got that ad, that would have been fucking perfect. It went there, but it didn't give it to me. So it's. Fuck. I'm just gonna see what it does at 65.75. If I don't like it, I might just take it off. I mean, we're already close to 15 minutes into London close. I mean, yeah, the MLCs can hit now, but they're not giving much indication that it's going to keep running. Fuck, if I would have hit that ad on 70.50, that would have been awesome. I like how none of you guys saw that and no one said it. Like, hey, what are you talking about? You didn't get filled. Pretty fun.
It's your decision.
No, I mean, like, no one even caught it. Like, they weren't even watching, is my point, Harvey. Not that. It's my
Watching your screen?
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't watching your screen. I'm watching mine. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I was just like, you know, there's
You
no audit
actually-
here. There's no third party audit, mother. What?
I see. I can't even see that shit, eh? Like your execution. I can barely, like, I can say, okay, you just hovered over to the price thing.
Yeah.
Like, I can't see the numbers. I can't, like, they're way too small.
Yeah. No, it's because the screen is 4K and
Well,
Fak has
well,
much
whatever,
money
I
as he
still-
makes.
Still can't see it, though. Like, it's like, even.
No. If it wasn't
do you go
4K,
over
you'll
to
be
the
able to
DOM?
see it. No, listen to
Do
me.
you go to the DOM there and just push button, or?
Yeah, I can push buttons here.
I know,
No,
that's what you do? Okay, well, I didn't.
Yeah. Well, you don't want.
To be honest with you, I could care fucking less if you trade or you don't trade. I don't fucking care.
Well, how else are you gonna validate
Prove
whether?
that you're real?
Yeah.
I don't have to. I have that. How about that? That's fucking. I'm cool with it.
I already know you're fake, bitch. Is that what you're gonna say?
Yeah. What do you? Is that what you want me to? Fuck?
I don't care.
Cool with that, man.
65.75.
It's on.
Yeah.
Good. You're good to go, man. Great. I 65. I go a little bit deeper than that, man. This is
No, I hear you. I hear you. I'm just saying.
a little more depth than that. What is that? Use mine. Shit. I could easily get back into the 59s. If we get going here. Probably will, because this landslide. Baby. If we can hold above that level there. Is it?
Do some math.
Give me some of that jungle beats.
Hmm. 46. 46. 46 is the target.
46 now.
Boom. Yep. I'm leaving at 46. I will be right back. Gonna have a victory smoke for a trade that didn't go against me yet. And a failure to end.
46 is.
Daily +3.
Yeah, but it's pretty deep.
Nah. You got it, bro.
Think so?
You got it. I don't fucking know, dude. I'm just gonna watch the price action. I'll be back. But I am aiming for 46.
Right, I see.
But I'll watch the price action. Yeah. I'll be back.
Like I said, 58. What's the other level before you go?
What do you mean 58?
Isn't that a special thing? Ooh. Don't see it? See it?
39.58.
All 58.25. I don't want to be all chi about it.
You mean the breakdown zone of yesterday?
No. Weekly +1.
Oh, the weekly plus one. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, as I said.
yeah. No. Now that you pointed it out.
Yes, but we're not. I'm not really playing it like that though. I'm playing on the daily, right? So,
Okay. We'll just see what happens when it gets there. How about that? We'll
right.
see if it does.
No, I mean it could bounce. But anyways, I'll be back. All right, gents. I'm out of here. But I'm still holding on to my short. I'm gonna watch the price action at 46 to see what it does. So either it hits close to 46 or it stops me out at the high of the day. One or the other. I don't really see myself taking it off. So I will talk to you guys later. If you have any questions, just at me. Later, guys.